Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me today in this space. Please like and subscribe if you catch my vibe, as it does help the space to grow. And with that, another reminder that perfection cannot exist within this space. I'm going to get into a few things before I get to the main topic. Firstly, I tried some pottery. It came with an instruction manual, and let me tell you, pottery is not as easy as you think it would be. But anywho, we have a candle holder with some funky little cute legs, and I even placed a little love heart on there. Gorgeous. So I have already got my candle going for today. It sets the tone exactly for what I'm going to be speaking into for this video, and I will place her right beside me. All right, the other thing is too, just to let everyone know, every Sunday over on Patreon, I am going to be pulling free cards for the collective. It's going to include guidance that is sort of brought up from the card itself, but also my own intuition, and also a prayer that I have written myself. So if you want to, you can head over through the links in the video down below and check it out if you want to. I have done this intro about 6 times. I am feeling a bit flustered today. This is a really big video. It's a really big discussion. I've got lots of notes, so I just have to slow down and read. Even when I'm talking, I keep thinking, I'm like, I've got to look in the camera. I've got to look in the camera. There's so many things that are going on in my mind at one time. Also, I'm wearing gummy bear earrings. And, oh no, wait, hold on. Stick to budget, stick to schedule. Lord, okay. The reason I've set up this collective space on Patreon is because there is a collective call to action right now. While we're navigating life between these 2 eclipses, there is absolutely a need to pick up our strength for a moment longer and find some ways that we can both acknowledge the real chaos and harm that is taking place in the world today, and also to do something about it. This could be physically donating resources or your time, like volunteering. It could also be resharing online resources, for example, supporting a specific cause or something that you believe in, helping others to find belonging, helping others to find support. It could also be spending time in authentic solitude and praying. Believe in the impact that you can create. It's time to let fear and all those who spread it be removed from your environment during these times. It is highly emotional right now. There's a lot of sensitivity and frustration and chaos bubbling all around. And many are having massive realizations about themselves, about others, about life itself. I'll talk more about this later on in the video, but for those of you who may not watch the whole thing, and I can acknowledge that these are long videos, you may skip through. It's important to really embrace and love every aspect of you that is coming forward to be acknowledged, explored, and witnessed by the world right now. To be gentle, to be understanding and compassionate towards yourself. You are doing so well. Your guides are so proud, and some of you really need to hear that. My partner also played a song the other day while I was writing notes for this video. And I'd really like you to go and have a listen if you'd like to. Some of you will probably already know the song. It is Let Me Hold You by Netsky, I believe. I will remind you of the name down below. It felt very relevant, and maybe there's also someone out there that needs to hear the lyrics of that or feel into the frequency of that music itself. I'm also happy to announce that I have had about 10 or maybe more now sea monkeys hatch. They're thriving, okay? They're living their best life, and they're also being stared at obsessively by me multiple times in the day. The joy has not gone. I am obsessed. Okay. So let's get into today's topic then. This week, I want to bring in the energy of love and share messages received from your guides and your loved ones to support you for the week ahead or whenever this video reaches you. This is such a big energy, and sitting down to reflect, being in it has been undeniably supportive and empowering, and I hope that this means that you're going to be experiencing this energy yourself soon. We always have a choice to leave those that encounter us better off for their time in our presence. And it is also through positively supporting others that you, in return, are creating who you're becoming or desire to become. And I think many of us have heard this saying before, but we can only love others as deeply as we can love ourselves. So I am going to keep drilling the importance of needing to prioritize learning about who you are from the direct source, because ultimately you are the expert in your own life. I want to talk about love in a few different settings that have been relevant for me and maybe be able to offer you guys some guidance in your life for the week ahead as well. The love for self, I believe, deeply supports you in being able to recognize when your actions aren't in alignment with your core values or your highest good. The love you have for yourself also helps you to connect with your intuition with far more clarity and far more confidence. And then there is the love for all others, especially in a time like this. It feels like many people I'm talking to at the moment won't agree that it's possible for humanity to come together in love. But in a time where so many people are filled with old stories and narratives about how the world has and should be, or supposed to work through this or navigate these challenges, you really need to drown them out with your hope. And especially if you've been feeling or seeing more signs around the need for prayer or meditation, please know that this is your collective call to action. Mine is that I'm going to be posting prayers on my Patreon that you can access for free, along with the Sunday's spirit messages. And you're more than welcome to scroll through these, adopt them however you want, to make them feel whatever is authentic and honest for you and whatever your intention is for using that prayer. But ultimately, one of the big things that came to my attention in the past week is that for things to work, things must change. And that links back into exactly what I was saying around how other people's narratives and way that they have lived their life may have worked in previous, or maybe they've never worked. But a lot of us are here to really shift those narratives and those stories and the beliefs to make new changes, to make new pathways. And that's exactly what Spirit is seeking for us to do at this current time. This also takes me to a different area of love, which is within friendships. Navigating adult friendships is something pretty indescribable. Initiating and forming new connections and also adapting to change within longer term relationships is something that I'm still getting a handle on. The best advice I can give at this point in my life is that you need to be honest with those that you love. You might get a horrid feeling in the body, and you may be really afraid of hurting their feelings or afraid of them leaving, or even worse, them getting really defensive and it turning into an ego fest. Been there, done that, not doing it again. But by being honest, you're actually honoring yourself and trusting that if expressed in a loving, respectful way, that the right people will be open-hearted and receptive to hearing how you feel. Hopefully they'll also be able to return a deeper understanding or give clarity around how they feel, or how your expression is affecting them, or things that you don't know about yourself that you need to hear, all of that. And it can help you to strengthen your connection rather than it be a reason for unnecessary separation. And this happens with a lot of people. I don't know if it happens with guys. I know that with girls, it's like we get our heckles up and we're like, we're no longer friends. Bye. I'm done with you. When really there was no need. There was no need. Anywho, all relationships in life will have to navigate change. It is how you respond to that change that completely transforms the experience from, again, potential separation into enlightenment and ultimately love. Having cut out so many people from my life, I have now curated a very safe space of people I know really love and care about me. Coming offline has really positively impacted my life, but it is actually through last week, through a long-term friendship, where I was reminded once again that these changes also have a rippling effect on those around me. So, small adaptations are being made every day to accommodate for my own needs and also what is needed of me by others around me. And I think the biggest thing is, for me, it's probably the first time in my life where I really just fully focused on how I feel and what I want. And although lots of people around me have been really, really supportive of that, lots of it is new to me. So my communication is changing. How I set up my day is changing. There's every aspect of my life currently is changing, just like many of you guys will be experiencing as well. So it's small steps and just small adaptations and trying new things, and leaning into love rather than, I guess, always telling ourselves, oh, well, we're no longer aligned, shift apart, you know, because ultimately there's still love there. And even when we shift away from people, there can still be love there. Hopefully that's making some sense or resonates with someone. The final aspect of love that I want to talk about is the love for life. And some of the messages I've received while being present in nature. And I have been talking about this a lot more, about going outside and listening to how life can speak to you and what it has to speak to you and what it's trying to teach you about your current circumstances or what may be upcoming. And I gave it a go more so this week. And I loved it, actually. I really loved it. And you will probably see why in a moment. So I saw birds flying over me with treasures of old to prepare for the new life that they are creating. I saw that my favourite trees have begun to bloom. I noticed that each flower forming is as radiant as the next, which is another reminder that our unique lives are unfolding exactly how they are supposed to, and that no one's journey is any more or less sacred or beautiful than another. Then seeing two finches furthering the development of life by spreading the seeds of the flowers in bloom. Nature reminds us that life seeks to continue, and that it will. It is through our love for life that actions can be made, that new seeds can be sown. And a larger message with that is that all is interconnected. From the new baby bird who will eventually eat and scatter the seeds of different flowers in bloom, to creating nutrients and beauty that will get to be experienced by us in many different forms. And I always think about I don't know, even little moments of when you see those little fairy plants pull up and you blow them and it scatters away, and the joy that you get from that, and children doing that. That is the cat scratching at the door. No, sir, you cannot come in. Anyhow. Yeah, it is only through moments of stillness that you can truly embrace and bear witness to the feeling that we are all a part of one big connected web. What I have learnt is to focus on the little steps, knowing soon that they will soon form big strides. Sir, you're gonna rip up the carpet. Please. For some, this may be giving yourself half a day or a full day offline or off your phone. I'm always going to preach that this is such a good thing to do as well. You know, when we're talking about going into self-development or leaning into the journey of you and coming back to you, you need to get off your phone. honestly, you need to remove yourself from some online spaces, even for a day a week. Just, it's a necessity at this point. For others, it may be trying new things that support your well-being, like meditation or prayer. Or it could be focusing on hydration. Again, get yourself a water bottle. Hydrate yourself. If spirit wants you to go deeper, you will continue to feel the pull to release things even more so, or to continue switching them up. So just continue to trust yourself and remember that there really is no need to rush. And also, this actually might be quite a short video. I feel like I've just honed through this a little bit. Might have a cup of tea and slow down. This is decaffeinated. Okay. We also signed up to the gym and they've got a sauna. I feel like my skin is looking much better. Oh, and I've got like sore little like chicken flaps from doing upper body. Oh, she's a gym gal now. Anywho, let's move on. 555, or just fives in general, are the number that I've been seeing this week. Last week it was lots of 11s and 1s and 111, and for me personally that was a call to look up and embrace the life path 11, which fits very nicely with how I see my life sort of moving forward. So maybe you needed to hear that too. But this week I'm seeing 555. And it sums up beautifully what I've been speaking into the past sort of few weeks, and around what the coming weeks may look like for a lot of us. 555 or fives, this number is about embracing the change that is arriving in your life. Personally for me, it's an understanding and energy of sort of now or never. To choose what's really healthiest, most loving and empowering for me. Even if it's scary or you don't feel like you can do it, it feels like a swift kick from spirit, I guess, at this point, in a loving, deeply supportive way, but we need to get out of our heads and into our hearts now. We really need to start actioning some of these things that we have learned and embodied and are embracing. The world needs to see it. There are people out there that need to experience it, that need to be a witness to whatever expression it is. But there is lots of more heart-centered things coming forward now. But anyway, I want to say thank you also for the tremendous amount of love on the previous video. If there is anything that you would like me to talk about, or you have any questions, please do continue to leave comments or get in touch through the links below. How it works for me is I just am taking notes throughout the week of things that inspire me or trigger me or make me go, what's that about, you know? And I'll pull cards sort of midweek. I jump on Patreon and do a big write-up, which helps me to really reflect and see maybe where the energy is directing me next. I will have, like I said earlier in the video, I have like your guides and your ancestors and your loved ones and my own that come in, and they drop in little tidbits, little messages and signs of where I am being directed and what it is I need to share. Yeah, I'm also trying to give prayer more attention and practice. Like I said as well, this is apart from my free collective readings that I'm going to do on Patreon, I'm also trying to practice doing prayer more, creating prayer, preaching prayer. So I am going to share one with you that I had written on my Patreon last week, and it was what sort of actually inspired this video. So if you like it, again, please feel free to use it and make it your own. So, may all those that have surrendered to love feel it returned in magnitudes beyond belief. May all those who are still softening to love feel it returned in magnitudes beyond all belief. And may all those who feel that love has turned its back on them be guided lovingly back to a space where they are reminded of the love that resides eternally within them. So again, all about self-love, understanding that not even deeper than self-love, you are just naturally, inherently loved and supported and guided. Yeah, I think that's honestly it, and it is quite a short one today, so that's all good. There are lots of heavy punches in there about love, and I'm sure for some people little bits in there will really resonate, and if things don't resonate for you, then feel free to just skip them, ignore them, move on from them. They're not yours. But as always, I'm really thankful for you guys coming and watching these, and I again am bringing out videos every week. I'm trying out new things. I'm trying to make my space feel more like me in this present expression of self. And I probably can announce now that I am midway through or halfway through creating an online ebook that is all about the return to self, supporting you in basically walking through the same sort of journey that I'm walking through, but in your own unique way. I don't think this will be out for a wee while. I'm still just fully typing it out. People are looking over it for me, letting it all play out as it needs to, but it's a very, very exciting element that will be coming once I am back online. Yeah, okay, I think we'll leave it there for today. I'm having a little sip of my that was uncomfortable. Anywho, thank you guys. Love you. Bye.